Steve, just wanted to take you through lesson plans for this Friday. Thanks for subbing for me today. I'm going to be at the PE Teachers Conference of Arizona, so I'll be in downtown Phoenix. I have a student teacher, and Megan Hancock from Quartz Hill Elementary will be here for the first 3 classes of the morning also, so there's going to be 2 classes, and hopefully there's no rain because there is an assembly in the gym on Friday morning. There's an author visiting to visit 5th and 6th grade. So students will be inside, so you've got to be outside. I was planning to be outside, so hopefully the day is beautiful. If you have to, you'll be in teachers' classrooms of the class that you will be like helping that day, and I have a backup plan if that's the case. But hopefully you're outside and it'll be tons of fun. The turkey trot's what you're going to do. So you'll meet kids in the hallway, and maybe as they come out the door, you'll give them a little ticket, and as they go outside, already have pencils maybe set up along the wall to show you where I think you could do that. And they're going to write their name on their ticket. And then after they all have their names on their tickets, maybe line them back up again and tell them that they have to complete a certain number of laps according to their age. So if they're 5, so kindergarten's going to do 5 laps, and then first grade, 6 all the way up to 6th grade, they do 12 laps. 12 laps is actually a mile around the soccer goals. So they're supposed to go around the soccer goals, and every time they go around, on the other side, you'll have your clipboard, and there's some markers. All this stuff will be in this nice little tub right here for you. But they go by, and then you just put a little mark or tally mark on until they have the number that they were supposed to have. And then when they've done all the laps that they're supposed to, they're going to put them in this little bucket, because you're going to you'll draw 2 names, and those 2 kids get a granola bar at the end of the day for putting in their effort. And you can give out 2 granola bars to whoever the turkeys are. So before you let them run the laps according to their age, pick a boy and a girl turkey and let them start ahead of time. Let them get all the way to the other soccer goal, and then let the other kids start. Maybe you could, it's up to you depending on the grade level, maybe 3rd grade and up, because they could probably manage the task. No, just that. So sorry. So yeah, just as like something to kind of aim for, see if they could lap the person, and maybe try to pick somebody you think that would be difficult to catch. And then as soon as they're finished and they've turned in their ticket, and so you won't draw names until the very, very, very end when they line up and their teachers come. And you can give out some Rocco rewards during that time. So there'll be Rocco rewards, there'll be some cards that you can send home, and then the kids that were the turkeys can have a granola bar, and then you can draw 2 names of kids that completed their work. And when they are finished, then they can do student choice for the remainder of time, and that just means kids can play what they like to play. And I've got a basket of equipment. This you'll have to take the hula hoops off first and put them out the door first, and then this basket the door has to be completely propped open, and it has to kind of be lifted up and over the locking mechanism, but it will fit through, but you have to go up and over through the widest part, the handle part. So just be careful, make sure your fingers are out of the way. Then there's 2 lunch buckets. I like to put these down low and take everything out and put it down low where kids can reach it and have it be spread out. And then I tell students they can't play down the hill, they can play in the grassy area by, I'll show you where I mean. We'll go outside and I'll show you those spots that I was talking about. But at the end of the day, everything can just go back in there. And this is where I was talking. The locking mechanism is right there. You have to lift up and over that, and the door bar. So, anyways, but then they can play. I would say don't have kinder or first play or 2nd grade play Gaga ball, but you could let them play the 9 square in the air. That's that blue thing right over there. Ooh, other way. And then they could play volleyball, and maybe Coach Leo could even adjust the net to bring it in closer for the younger grades. They can play basketball. There's some soccer balls and things, so they can play over there. I just ask that they don't sit on or kick a beach ball. That if they do play with a frisbee, they don't play near a building or with a hula hoop, so that it doesn't get stuck up there. or football. But all the other balls, I'm fine with them actually throwing up onto the building and letting them roll down. Playing against the building is fun. Kicking or hitting, kicking or throwing against the wall, I think is a great thing for them to do. They can play foursquare, there's jump ropes. So they just need to, as they change activities, they need to clean up after themselves. And I would save about 4 to 5 minutes, depending on how the class seemed to have done, to like clean up, line up, give out a recognition award of like a boy and a girl that did a good job. Like I said, pass out those granola bars, give the reward to those turkeys that ran to you or for you, and that's the gist of the day, unless it's a inside for rain. So let me pause that and I'll tell you about rain. If anything seems deflated by the time you get to play with it, you could always just trade it for something else. I also have duty after school Friday at parent pickup. So I'll leave a vest for you in this cart to wear. There's also a radio that's right over here that you take out with, it'll usually be right in here, and you just turn it on and it's already set to channel 1. That's in case you need anything from the front office. I take that everywhere with you. So that's if you're outside and there's no rain. And who knows how the day might change on you. If you do end up needing to go inside, you're just going to go into whatever teacher's classroom, and I'll make sure there's a list of what rooms they are. There'll be written directions too. And in this folder, there is a bunch of awesome ideas of things that you could do. And there's also, I wrote down this red light, green light fitness. So these are kind of all things I think that they could do at or near their desk quietly, and then I'll put a red card and a green card in here, and you just hold up like red light, green light, and you can maybe even write the word on the board. They could even try to help you spell it. Maybe do that for like the first 10 minutes or so. And then otherwise, there's just a whole bunch of great ideas in here that you can do. Super simple. And I tried to put what you would need to kind of get to play some of those games. There's some scarves in here for tagging of sorts, but like walking style. There's also yarn balls for types of like games to play. There's like 6 enough to do like relays of some kind. There's also balloons in there because there's some fun balloon games ideas in there. And I also put Rocco rewards in there, so really trying to motivate kids for being engaged. Maybe try to pass them out quite a bit while you're working. So that will also be in there for you in case there's rain again. Thanks so much. I will have, if you have any questions, you can call or text me. And like I said, I'll have written directions for you, and there also will be a folder with class list names and anything in case there is a lockdown or fire drill. If there's directions on where to go and what to do with that. All right, thanks again.